Hey everybody, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and so today is December 3rd, and I am sitting down with photos and stories from December 1 and December 2, and I'm batching this year. I'm batching my process, which means I'm doing several days at once, and I just went through my calendar and I marked down days that I wanted to set aside for December daily. So for me, that's Tuesdays and Fridays, which is the days that my blog posts will go live and my process videos will go live, which means that Mondays and Thursdays are the days that I am working on December daily projects. And so right now I have photos for the 1st and the 2nd. I don't have photos for today yet, but I should be, or will be taking photos and documenting throughout the day today as opportunities arise for that. So, but for right now, I have photos printed for day 1 and day 2. And I wanted to just share with you a little of my approach here so you can see here on my Instagram how I am approaching December Daily project, and then you can follow up tomorrow with my blog and my YouTube to see how they turn out. So for the 1st of December, we had a hockey game, which is something that's kind of new for us and was really a lot of fun. So I'm going to be documenting our hockey game, and what I did was I took a 5x8 canvas in Photoshop and just printed it on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of photo paper. This is HP soft gloss, so it has a little bit of shine to it, but not a lot. And then I also, if you can see right here, that is our hockey team logo, and it's just tiny. I'm just going to punch that out with a circle and probably layer it right here somewhere for my layout. I also have a photo of us, my husband and I, and a photo of our kids at the hockey game. So those two will be on my layout as well. And then while I was printing, I printed day 1 as well, and so I have journaling and then a photo collage. And I'm going to just cut that out and adhere the whole thing into my traveler's notebook and then add some embellishments to that. And I also have a 4x6 photo, but I'm going to be trimming it down to go into my layout. And so these are the pages that I have for today. I'm just going to show you what my notebook looks like. For a couple of days ago, I did this layout from where we went to see the Grinch in November. Then when you turn the page, I have blank page and the back of a patterned paper that I want to use. So I'm probably going to cover that up. And then I have this pattern paper. This is crepe paper Fa La La from last year. And I have a transparency here. And then another plain page, which is mixed media. And I'm almost done with this notebook. I'm debating whether or not to carry these 2 days all the way through or to put the 3rd on this layout and then be done with this notebook. So I'm almost done, and so that is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to be introducing numbers to my layouts today. I have a transparency. This is from the Ali Edwards 3x8 transparencies, and I'm going to be putting that into the notebook as well today. These reminded me of a hockey puck, and I also have this number 1 that can be layered on top of the transparency, and I'll just put it into the notebook using washi tape so that you can cover the punched holes there. So that is my plan, and I'm excited about starting the actual days of December in my notebook. And so be sure to check it out tomorrow on my website at larkindesigntm.com, and you can also find me at Larkin Design on YouTube, and then I will also be sharing these process videos on Pinterest, since you can now upload videos directly to Pinterest. So if you follow me there at Larkin Design as well, then I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Merry December, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay, so I thought I would share with you what you saw previously was what I've shared on my Instagram TV yesterday, and that was from before I sat down to work on my process for these 2 days. And so now that you've gotten to see an idea of what I have in my mind and how I've printed out my photos, now I'm going to work through the actual process. And so let me know if you want to see those Instagram TV videos here or not. And I'll keep sharing them if you like seeing that part of the process. And so now that I have my photos cut out, I'm going to start on day 1. And my story for day 1 was the hockey game. This was a game for the Carolina Thunderbirds in Winston-Salem. And so I have a full page photo of the hockey rink itself, and then 2 smaller photos, one of me and my husband Alan and one of the kids. And I'm going to add a transparency. This is a 3x8 Allie Edwards transparency from the December Daily product offering this year in 2018. And I'm putting it in with washi tape. You can see how I'm adding 2 strips to each side and then placing it in the notebook where I want it. I'm using the washi tape to, of course, adhere the transparency inside, and also to cover the punched holes. And then I'm going to trim the excess washi tape here, and that transparency was just a little bit longer than my notebook itself, so I'm also going to trim that off a bit. And that is the home base now for my number, and the number is from Celine Studio. I will link that below. It's from one of the December Days kits available at the Lily Pad. And then on the back of that number, I'm going to adhere the logo from the hockey team itself. And then my photo was a little bit wider than the page as well, so I just trimmed that down. And once I have that in place, I really like how that looks. That's a lot of fun. And then I'm going to adhere my 2 photos here. So I'm just going to stack them one on top of the other and use a word strip to join them. And they are actually touching, the photos are actually just touching each other here. That sounds funny. And then the word strip on top. The word strip is from the Paisley Press 2018 mini kit. And it's just a little chipboard. And so once I have that adhered, then I have a little space for my journaling down at the bottom. I am going to add a line stamp. I had my friend Cherie asked me, thank you Cherie for asking about where this line stamp is from. Unfortunately, it's an older product that I've had. It probably came from Ellie's Studio when Ellie's Studio put product inside the Gossamer Blue kits. That's what I think it's from. And of course it's no longer available. And I hate that, but definitely look for stamps like that that have lines in them. Of course, if you followed me for a while, you probably know that I like any kind of thing that helps me stamp lines, stamps, washi tape, anything like that that helps put lines on the page. Help me with journaling, because my writing is pretty messy if I don't have lines. So what I wanted to do then on the large photo is to add a little embellishment or something on this ceiling. And so I decided to use a freckled fawn label and a stamp from the Cheer Story stamp set from Allie Edwards. That one was from 2016, I believe. And that stamp set is still one that I use almost every year in my December daily projects. So I'm going to set that down, and then that layout is done, and I'm turning the page to day 2. So day 2 was created using one of my Larkin Design Traveler's Notebook templates. And so I have added 3 photos here in a collage and text at the top. And our story for day 2 was going to get our Christmas tree. And so I have to tell you guys that it feels like it has been raining in North Carolina all year long. And this is not a complaint at all for me. I know that many places around the country and around the world need rain really terribly. So this is not a complaint. It's just been really rainy, and the ground is really saturated, and it's been really muddy. So we waited for a break in the rain and put on our mud boots and went to find our tree. And that's such a part of the story here. And so I wanted to include extra photos that showed some of that mud and some of our muddy shoes. Now, on this side of the layout, full disclosure here, this is one of the most indecisive layouts that I have ever made in my whole entire life. You will see me put this photo down and pull it back up probably 31 times. I promise it does have a good resolution, and I eventually make up my mind and put it down, but I apologize in advance because I will end up picking this photo back up several times. But basically, what I wanted to do here was have the photo, it's a 4x6 photo, but I printed it 4 inches wide onto my photo paper and then made it like a Polaroid, so there's a little bit more border on the bottom of the photo. And so you'll see here I'm working with the date. I'm going to attach this little date tag. This little number 2 tag is from Dear Lizzie from a couple of years ago, and it's just a little chipboard piece. And so I'm going to adhere that with my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And then of course I'm pressing those staples down just a little bit in the back. And then I go back to this photo here, and what do I want to do underneath this photo? So here comes the great indecision of 2018. And if you ever wondered, do I go through moments of indecision? Here's the proof. We got it on film. So first, I think I'm going to lift the photo up again and measure to see if it is straight. And because first that was what was bugging me. And I actually think that tree pattern paper, it's not folded quite straight. So then I thought, well, okay, what I want to do with the bottom of this page is I think I'll add a journaling card. So I go through my 3x4 journaling cards here, and these are just ones that I pulled from my stash that I think I might use or that interested me. So there's one, first decision, and there's 2, second decision, and I'm just sort of trying to figure out how can I put them onto this layout so it makes design sense. And I have no clue. Just quite honestly. The journaling card is the wrong size to go with that photo, and I just can't quite get it to work out. So I thought, well, maybe add the journaling card and a chipboard? No. Maybe a sticker? No. And then I thought, well, what about my Fa La La die cut ephemera? And I had no idea that I had this much left over from Fa La La. But okay, great. So there's a Christmas tree. So I'm going to roll with that. It's a layout about getting the Christmas tree. Let's add a Christmas tree. So I'm doing that. I like that. And then I decided to maybe try one of the snowflakes that was with that collection. This one is gold, and there's already a gold Mary sticker on the photo. I like the gold, but it clashed with the Mary sticker that was already on the photo. So how about a pink? A pink snowflake. I told you there was a great deal of indecision involved in the making of this layout. So, okay, I like that. And then there was a Mary flag as well. So, okay, Mary, Mary. Well, that makes sense. So I'm going to adhere all this down. And I kind of like it, but it needs something else. Like that just isn't quite it. So I have a little chipboard snowflake, and I'm just going to peel a couple more layers off the back of it just so it's a little bit flatter. And I'm just getting ready to glue that down. And wait a minute, I'm going to take that Mary sign off of there. And I put it down again and go get my glue, and I'm going to put the glue down on the chipboard, and then wait, I'm going to move it all down. One more time. Just one more time. I moved it all down. And then the layout is complete. So if you want to see more about this layout, be sure to check my blog at larkindesigntm.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you back here again very soon. Bye-bye.